now it's broadcasting. Yeah, this worked out great.
I was like fiddling with the living room all day.
You're like, how do I get this to work?
Well, just like the best space, because I'm used to my house and I'm not at my house, so.
Totally. How long are you planning on staying in Colorado?
I think till the end of July, and then I'll come back.
Or get away from the heat.
Yeah. I mean, July and August are the most miserable in Arizona, so
yeah.
one month was good.
Awesome. Okay, so we are now recording.
Cool.
Yay. Perfect. Yeah, I can actually, let me go ahead and pause that and then I'll start recording in 3 minutes. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to AvaFit's digital event fitness series. We're so excited to kick this off this morning. I'd love to introduce you to Tess Simpson, who will be leading our Vinyasa flow yoga class this morning. Just a little background on Tess. She's been a fitness and yoga instructor since 2015. She has completed numerous amounts of different types of education trainings, restorative yoga, different types of meditation and fitness practice. She currently lives in Phoenix, Arizona, does a bunch of different types of private clients and group classes. We're really excited to have her working with us. We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis, different types of fitness classes. We'll definitely have this session recorded for you all. We're really excited to have Tess here with us. She's here if you guys have any questions. And without further ado, I'll let Tess kick it off.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jessica. Good morning or good afternoon or wherever you are. I'm excited to be here. All you need is your mat. I have mine set up. If you don't even have a mat, you'll be fine without it. If you're new to yoga, I'm new to Zoom, so cool. We're actually going to start on your mat on your back. And I will say I'll do my best to show you everything, but if you don't want to crank your neck up when you're on your back, listen to my words as much as you can. So we will scooch back onto your mat and then all the way down onto your back as if you were just going to lay down in your bed. And then instead of your legs long, go ahead and plant them down about hip width distance apart. And then once you're there, let your head kind of relax. You can even sway it side to side to kind of get, if it's early morning and you're just waking up, that tightness out. We do tend to hold a lot of stagnation or stress within our neck. And then once you're there, you can start to even windshield wiper your knees side to side as well and see what that's like. And find just a natural cadence within your breath as you slow down this morning. And if you are newer to yoga, Vinyasa is a challenging part of yoga. It's breath to movement as we flow, as we move, but always in the beginning and the end, it'll be a little slower to find an opening through your body. Once you find that, take a moment to slow your breath down. Take a full inhale through your nose, fill to the very, very top. Hold it there for a moment, big, audible, open mouth exhale, let it go. Good, really work to expand your lungs. We don't use that function as often as we should. Full inhale, feel your ribs expand, belly rise. Big open mouth exhale, let that breath back out. Good, one more just like that. Slow inhale, fill up. Open mouth exhale, release it out. And then just in this moment, seal your lips. Find an inhale through your nose, fill to the very, very top. And slow yourself down, exhale through your nose this time. There's a sense of awareness or presence within your breath as you breathe in and out through your nose. And as human beings, we are mouth breathers, so when we can challenge ourselves to get out of our natural daily habits, we can work to expand. And as you continue on with that breath, take your knees, gently hug them in towards your chest, give yourself a squeeze. And then from there, rock side to side, let your low back settle. And the curvature within our low backs is different for everyone. Ground your left foot to the earth. Take your right ankle, cross it over the top of your left thigh, like a figure 4 stretch. And then once you do that, if that's enough sensation in your hips, stay there. If you want a little bit more, take your hands, thread them underneath your left leg, and pull closer to your body. You can even use your right elbow as some leverage. Push into your right knee or your inner thigh. Head and neck relax, full breath in, full breath out. Ground your right foot to the earth. Stamp the ceiling with the right sole of your foot. Take your hands around your calf, around your hamstring, or up towards your ankle, and then start to pull for that deeper hamstring stretch. Then take your foot, point your toes up towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch through the front of your ankle into your shin. And then in that moment, turn your toes back towards your face. Find a flex through your foot. You feel how the stretch changes into your calf. Gentle, slow release. Ground your right foot down to the earth. Take your left ankle, start to cross it up and over your right thigh. That might be enough. For a lot of us, our tension resides in our hips. If you want a little bit more sensation, pull up towards your face. Take your hands underneath your right hamstring this time. And find a flex of both of your toes. Breathe into the space within your hips. When you're ready, rest your right foot down. Stamp the ceiling with the left sole of your foot. And then find what works comfortable for your body. Hands around your chin, around your calf, around your hamstring, or up towards your ankle. And it's early on, so no need to force the stretch. Work to about 70% effort. Take your toes, point them up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch through the front of your shin. And then take your toes, pull them back towards your face. Nice and slow, hug both of your knees into your chest. Rock side to side if you like, and then turn the rocks, start to move forward and back. Massage the entire length of your spine. Have a little fun with it, and then once you're at the top, find that cross-legged stance, and then just have a seat. And so we'll work today a lot of hips, and then a lot of QL, the lower part of the sides of your back. That's where tension starts to fall, especially as you sit, as you feel stressed, wherever you're holding it. Take your right hand, pull it out behind your right hip, tent your fingers. Take your left hand nice and high up overhead, take a full breath in. As you exhale, find that side lateral bend, pin your right elbow towards your ribs and find that deep, deep stretch overhead. Full breath in. As you exhale, start to take your left hand like a windshield wiper all the way to the front of the room, paint the front, and then switch it out. Find your left hand to tent, reach your right hand up and over, full breath in. Exhale, find that side lateral stretch. And let that stretch start at the base of your hip, lift up, 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 and then all the way over. Full breath in, full breath out. As you breathe out, start to paint the front of the room, and this is where the vinyasa starts, or breath to movement. So we'll alternate. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, find that stretch to the front of the room. And inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, start to swing it all the way up and around. And then maybe close your eyes, find fluidity within the movements. I can't see you, but I can feel the energy as you start to move. So start to find a little bit more space through your body. And alternate right and left. Notice if there's asymmetries in your body. Usually one side we carry a little bit higher. So we'll find a little bit more sensation as we move right to left. And then finish, even out whatever side you ended on. And when you're ready, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, channel your hands together at heart center. Feel your thumbs against your heart, roll your shoulders back, breathe in. Seal your lips, breathe out through your nose. And then, as graceful as you want to make this transition, ground your palms, swing your legs back. Find all fours or a tabletop position. Separate your knees about hip-width distance, spread space between all 10 of your fingers. And gaze down as you inhale, cow pose, dip your belly down, roll your shoulders back, open up through your heart. In this moment, take the time, gaze slightly up, feel the stretch through your throat, open through your heart. Big exhale, opposite movement, cat pose. Flexion through your back, bring your chin towards your chest, separate your shoulders. From there, start to create a flow. Inhale, cow pose, belly down. Exhale, cat, round and curl, squeeze, open up through your shoulders. And then now the movements are yours, so flow in. You're moving through extension and flexion of your spine. Right there is crucial, the health of our spine, and is the health of our body or the health of our mind as well. So as you start to find those fluid movements, feel free to even add on, maybe side, girl roll, open up, find space. It's completely up to you. And again, we always work to even out through our sides as much as possible. So if you took something to the right, take it to the left. Take about one more round wherever you are. And then when you're ready, nice neutral spine. Ground down into your left hand. Kickstand your left toes just up to the side and like a modified side plank, open up. So kickstand your right toes back. And then from there, take your right hand up overhead. And then find it towards the front of the room, whatever that means for you. Find that deep stretch through your body. And then work to channel your heart space open towards the ceiling, wherever you are. Find balance on your left knee, full breath in, full breath out. Good, take your right hand towards your right hip, hold it tight. Now start to elevate your right toes off of the earth. Find that your outer hip or your glute will start to activate as well. Take your toes, point them, or rather flex them up towards your feet. Good, now tiny little movements. Pulse your heel up, lower it to the earth. Pulse your heel up, lower it to the earth. Nice, slow toning, activate the muscles before we really work them. All the way up. And take your arm, reach it up overhead, elevate your toes, breathe in. As you exhale, draw your elbow towards your knee like a crunch, squeeze nice and tight. Good, inhale, re-extend. Use your breath, exhale, pull nice and tight. And this time, curl your heel towards your booty behind you. Take your right hand, capture your foot like a quad stretch. Roll your shoulder open, find some balance in your body. Full breath in. Slow yourself down, breath out, lose the grip on your foot. Ground your foot once again. Now launch off of your grounded hand, lift up and over like a gate, reach over towards the wall behind you. Now that stretch will switch to the front of your opposite side. Breath in. As you exhale, ground your hands to the mat. Start to crawl your hands towards your back foot. Find that inner thigh, that hamstring stretch. Ground your palms, slowly walk back towards center. From tabletop, as you inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat, round, and curl. Now we'll switch opposite sides. So your right hand is going to take the weight. I'll switch over here. Kickstand your right toes out to the side. Now draw your left foot down into the earth. Take your left hand up first, and so take it towards the wall in front of you. Big stretch through your left hip. Roll your right shoulder underneath your left. Full breath in. Exhale, let it all out. This time, take your left hand towards your left hip. Start to activate muscle action. Lift your foot away from the earth. Flex your toes. Now, tiny movements. As you inhale, draw your heel down, down, down. Exhale, lift it all the way up. Find that stretch. A couple more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. One more time, lower down. Exhale, pull, reach your left arm up overhead, breath in. Fire up, exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze like a crunch, find your balance. Re-extend, full breath. Big exhale, pull. Take your heel towards your glute, reach your left hand back, capture through your foot. But now the front of your hip into your hip flexor, into your psoas, that gets really, really tight. Start to open it up, draw your heart space up. Release the grip on your foot. Ground your foot down. Now launch off your right hand. Inhale, gate pose. Like reverse, lift up and out. Little slow weight through your left hand. Roll your shoulder underneath. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now take your hands, claw them towards your foot. Hamstrings and inner thighs. Breath in. Good. Breath back out. Return back to your tabletop, the front of your mat when you're ready. This time, spread space between all 10 of your fingers. Start to tuck your toes. Now puff up the back space of your heart. Draw your lower ribs really tight. Breathe in. As you exhale with your toes tucked, hover your knees 2 inches away from the earth. So simply drift them up. Once you do that, rock your shoulders over your wrists. Micro bend through your elbows so your triceps work. Now a nice flat back. If you could set something on top so someone could sit right on there as a bench. One more breath in. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Send your hips all the way up. From here, pull out through your feet. Shift side to side. Right, here's kind of our home base. So something we'll return to over and over and over again throughout the hour. So work to find comfort, but this pose should be active. With your hands spread, think about the L of your hand, index finger and thumb. Start to push more weight through that. It'll alleviate some of the tension we get in our wrists. And then take your upper ribs, draw them tight, push your body almost like a corset. Send your hips up towards the sky, and then micro bend or deep bend through your knees, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. Your hamstrings can affect your low back, they can affect your hips, so really find that gentle push from here. Full breath in, fill up. Let it go, let your head and neck relax and heavy. Now kind of slow it as you inhale, lift your heels so you're on the balls of your feet. Exhale, shift forward, cover your knees just like you started. Hovering tabletop. Inhale, pike your hips back high. Exhale, melt your heels down to the mat. Requiring your core to fire on a couple more times. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, hover, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, hips to the sky. Exhale, melt it down. Nice, one more time. You can get on your own. You hang out where you need it. If you want a little bit more strength, hold and hover. Hips high. Heels down. Look forward at your hands. Ragdoll. Tiptoe your feet up nice and wide behind your wrists or even the width of your mat. Bend deep through your knees. Head and neck fall heavy. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Or hands behind your neck. Now the bend in your knees is crucial so that your belly or your chest can fall towards your thighs. The goal is to let everything kind of subside and hang heavy as your head falls towards the earth. If you want even more decompression through your spine, maybe sway side to side. Optional chest expansion, so as you release your hands, take your hands back behind you. Interlace them, or if you have a blanket, a shirt, a towel nearby, you can grab it. Lift your arms up, and then when you're ready, let your arms start to fall towards the wall in front of you. You release your hands down, a nice huge twist through your body. So keep your feet apart, tent your left fingers out in front of you. Now really work to bend into your left leg, straighten through your right. When you're ready, reach your right arm up overhead, full breath, twist through the thoracic spine, that's the middle part of your back. The lower part of our back has very little mobility. It's meant to stabilize, so reach up, full breath. Say good morning to your IT band from hip to knee, find some more sensation. One more breath in. Exhale, release, let it go. Bend both of your knees, we'll switch sides. Straighten your left leg, tent into your right fingers. Inhale, big twist up and over. One more breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. Slither your feet underneath your hips. That'll bring more stability. You can go all the way back together to touch if that feels best. Drive your chin towards your chest. Really slow, really steady. Start to unravel to the top. Once you arrive there, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Big exhale, let the breath fall out. Take your hands together at heart center. One more time, seal your lips. Breathe in through your nose to the very, very top. Big exhale, let it all go. Release. From here, hands down by your side. We'll start with those bigger, deeper movements so we start to flow. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach your arms up overhead, full stretch. It's a pose you've probably seen or you've taken just in your everyday life many, many times. Now start to create a foundation underneath your feet. Glue the outer edges of your feet in. Pull your kneecaps up like you're cinching them into your quads to find that active pose through your legs. Arms reach high. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, take your right hand down by your side. Left arm stays high. Find that side lateral bend up and over towards your right. Good. Roll your left hip crease forward. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale back through center, mountain pose. Opposite side, exhale, left arm down, reach your right arm up and over. Roll your right hip crease forward, big, big breath in. Big breath back out. Inhale, rise, mountain pose, stretch up to the top. Think like a mini back bend. Cactus your arms and reach, stretch back. Push your hip bones forward. Arc your back slightly. Lift from the upper part of your chest. Inhale, mountain, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, drag your hands to heart center, lower your hands down to the mat. Now a halfway lift is like a deadlift. Palms to your shins or above your knees. From here to reset through your back. Squeeze your shoulders, roll your shoulders back, breath in. High plank pose, ground your palms, crawl it forward, step your feet back. Good. From here, find that strength building pose within your body. Really the first time I'm asking a lot of power from you right here in this moment. Roll your shoulders over your wrists. Find that strength, that ease within your breath. Full breath in, full breath out. Now a couple options here. An option for a high to low plank. You can push through it or just move back to down dog. Inhale, rock the shoulders farther over your wrists. Exhale, low plank like a tricep. Push up in your elbows halfway down. Upward facing dog, foot to the tops of your feet. Push your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll over your hips high at the sky. Big breath. Reset your body. Big breath out. Let that go. All right, here's our flow. We'll start to move with it. Inhale, look forward at your thumbs. Exhale, travel your feet up. You can walk, you can float, you can step. Halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. All the way up, inhale, rise, mountain pose, strong and steady. Exhale, bend up and over to your right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, over to your left, full press over. Inhale, come back through center, rise. Exhale, back bend, open up through your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands at heart center. Halfway lift, breath in. High plank pose, ground your palms, step your feet back. Again, option to stay here or a high to low plank, chaturanga, rock forward. Elbows tight, squeeze. Upward facing dog, it's a pretty deep back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Full breath in. Reset, breath back out. Here we go, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your space. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. On your own, inhale, rise, mountain pose, float to the top. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, over to your left. Stretch out of your right hip. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, a little back bend, cactus your arms, hips forward. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, think like your deadlift. Exhale, high plank, step your feet back. Hold it here for this moment. When you're ready, rock forward. On your own, keep your elbows really tight. Lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're there, find a sense of ease. We'll work some back strength. So from here, as if your arms were just underneath your chest, lower your thumbs right below your ribs. Roll your shoulders back, flip the tops of your feet down. Exhale all your breath out. Inhale, cobra pose, pull your chest up. Now just your chest, you want your feet down on the mat, thumbs stay where they are, shoulders back. Like you're squeezing a pencil back behind your shoulders. Roll your hip bones down. Lift 1 inch higher, full press. Now this is strength within our back without compressing any of the discs. One more breath in. Lower down, chin stays at center. Good, we'll take that one more time. Exhale all the stale air of your breath. Inhale, cobra pose, shoulders back, open up. From here, option to stay. Take your arms, float them out like a T. Start to lift your feet away from the earth as well. Feel the underside of your glutes activate. Pull everything up a little higher. But like you're hovering, you're floating, roll your hips down. Soft spot of your belly takes your weight. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. From here, take your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Couple options, either tabletop or tuck your toes, pull your knees in. High plank. From there, find downward facing dog. Hips up towards the sky. There's your reset point. Again, we always work to come back to it. Full breath in. Good, full breath out. All right, we'll look to add a little bit deeper movements from here. More balance within your body. Inhale, look forward at your thumb. Step or float your feet up towards the top. Halfway lift. Good, exhale, forward fold. Now, wherever you are within your feet, separate your feet about hip width distance, almost like you're going into a squat. Weight through your heels, inhale, chair pose. Sink your heels back. Drive your hips back behind you. Couple options with your arms. Straight out in front of you. A little more power, reach to frame your ears like a lightning bolt. Now take a notice of your hips, of your back, and of your ribs. Goal here, suction your low ribs, upper ribs in tight. Now we never want to tuck our tailbone because that gets rid of the natural curve within our spine. So from here, like a squat, sink back. Use the strength of your core to help enforce the power in your hips. Reach your arms up, breath in. Breath back out. One more breath in. As you exhale, stay with your legs. Reach your arms back behind you like an airplane flag. Now triceps have to activate. Lift your pinkies a little higher. Roll your shoulders back, open up through your heart. Full breath in. Full breath out. We'll flow it. Inhale, chair. Sink low. Exhale, airplane your arms behind you. One more time, inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane your arms. Last time, chair pose. Exhale, release. Find that sweet release through your hips. Halfway lift, breath in. High to low plank, or just hold your plank, push back to down dog. Again, your high to low is like a tricep push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll over your toes. Full breath. Let it go with your breath out. Now here's your change. Hands stay grounded. Toes stay tucked. Elevate your right heel up towards the sky. For a moment, stack your right hip on top of your left. Curl your right heel towards your glute. If you need a visual, you can look. Otherwise, start to just open up. Move how you would feel best. You can rock your hip clockwise, counterclockwise, or just let it hang there, kind of heavy. Ready? You want to align your hips. Roll your right hip down. Extend your foot back behind you. Palms stay grounded. Breathe. Exhale, low lunge. Nice and controlled. Step your foot in between your palms. Now, if you can only push to about the middle of your space, no problem. That's pretty natural, especially if you have tighter hips. Take your right hand towards the back of your calf. Gently inch it up. And helping yourself do the work. From here, fingers stay tented. As you inhale, drive yourself lower into the lunge. Roll your shoulders back, open up. That should give you more space through the front of your left hip. That psoas hip flexor, that connector of upper half and lower half. Breath in, shoulders back. Breath out, let it go. One more breath in. Now as you exhale, lift your left knee off the mat, straighten both of your legs. It's a pyramid pose, send your hips towards the back. Take your time, you can even take it deeper. Take your nose towards your shin or towards your knee. Breath in, full breath out. Good, come back to your lunge. Now here's the challenge to rise. So squeeze your inner thighs really tight. Inhale, crescent lunge. Send your arms up overhead like you did in mountain. Take time to really move in, move out, and power in the lunge. Micro bend through your left knee. Take your time, roll your left hip forward. Good, stay in that pose, find power. As you roll your left hip bone forward, find a little bit more space, full breath in, full breath out. Take your hands together at your heart, breathe. Exhale, hover your left knee away from the earth. Now here's to find strength, hug your outer hips really tight, shoulders back, open up. And stay hovering. Inhale, crescent, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two, spin your left heel down. Open your arms up to a T. So find moving opposite way. Good, arms out. Hold really, really strong within your body. You can feel free, it's the first open hip posture of your body, so feel free to move in and out. Right leg is still in front, arms out to a T, hug tight through your wrists. Now think about gate pose like you took earlier. Left hand down towards your thigh, reach your right hand up, inhale, reverse. Open and then square your whole body towards that right side of it. Full breath in. Exhale, extended, reach your right hand forward. Rest your elbow down or find pressure against your thigh. Reach your opposite arm up towards the top. Option to stay here, take that top hand, reach it towards the wall in front of you, more of that hip opening stretch. Push through your back foot, opposite hand, straighten your front leg, inhale, reverse triangle, lift up and over. Sass your front hip forward, good, you've got it, breath in. As you exhale, ground your palms, frame your front foot. This time, shoot your right foot back like you're in a one-legged plank. Hover there, rock forward, single leg, pin your elbows tight. Upward facing dog, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up towards the sky. Reset that first side breath in. Reset it out, breath out. Opposite side, as you inhale, travel your left leg up towards the sky. From there, drop your heel over to the right. Ground both of your palms. Anchor tight, move in and out of your hips. Roll your left hip bone down, flex your toes, breathe. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Again, you can plant it halfway. Take your left hand behind your left shin. Help maneuver it up in between your palms. As you inhale, drop your hips down, tighten your fingers, open up through your heart. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. And that front part of your hip will start to ease, will start to release. Exhale, send your hips back, that pyramid stretch. Again, that's your hamstring and your left side. Come back to your lunge, squeeze your inner thighs, find some balance. Inhale, crescent lunge, send your arms up overhead. Micro bend through your right leg, send your arms up overhead. Again, ribs nice and tight towards your body. Like a shoulder press of just your arms reach up towards the sky. Again, find some balance in that squeeze of your thigh. Micro bend through your right knee, find some buoyancy in the press. Take your hands together at heart center, breathe in. Exhale, hover your right knee away from the earth. You can find small little pulses, activate the toning muscles within your body, or just hold it. Big press, inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, warrior two, spin your body open. From here, left leg's in front, feel free to move in, move out, hands cup. When you're ready, hold it. Get your arms out to a T squeeze, hug bicep to tricep, muscle to bone. Hold it there, inhale, reverse warrior, lift up and out of your left fingertips. Little to no weight to your right hand, big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your left hand forward, 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 until your body stops you. Use your elbow as leverage or rest. Reach your right arm up. Option, hold it there, reach your right arm up overhead. Corkscrew your left ribs underneath your right, heart towards the sky. Push through your back foot, inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg. Step your left hip bone forward, big press. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your front foot. Shoot your left leg back, option hover right there, set it down, rock forward. Elbows tight, little plank. Upward facing dog, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog, lower your toes. There's your reset point. You have 2 breaths. In through your nose, back out through your nose. Let it go, good, nice and strong. One more time, breathe in. And breathe back out. All right, here's our big main flow of class. All the way through, we move 2 times. Now the goal of Vinyasa is not to go fast, but to link each breath with a move. When you're ready, inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, right away, step it through. Use the strength of your thighs. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, double lunge, hands to heart, hover your left leg. Inhale, back to the top. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Inhale, reverse warrior, keep the bend. Exhale, extend the side angle, reach forward. Inhale, reverse triangle, push through your back foot, lift up and out. Exhale, high to low plank or just plank to down dog. Option, hover your right toe. Inhale, upward facing dog, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog, high. Here we go, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Take your time, inhale, crescent, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart like a lunge, cover your right knee. Inhale, back to the top. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Inhale, reverse, lift up and out. Exhale, extended, reach as far forward as you can, rotate your arms. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg. Exhale, high to low plank, cover your left foot or step it back. Upward facing, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Reset, breath in. Reset, breath back out. Here we go, inhale, right leg high, lift it up. Exhale, low lunge, use the strength of your core. Bring your inner thighs, inhale, crescent lunge, push up. Exhale, double lunge, cover your left knee. Inhale, back to the top. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Inhale, reverse, up and away. Exhale, reach forward first, then rotate north and south. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back. Exhale, cartwheel down, high to low plank, or skip it, hold high plank, just like me. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, left leg high, stay with me. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inner thigh squeeze, inhale, crescent, reach up to the top. Exhale, double, hover your right knee. Back to the top, breathe. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended, find your length. Reverse triangle, up and back. Exhale, high to low, or hold your plank, step your left foot back. Downward facing dog, hips high. Big breath in. Good, big breath out, let it go. All right, stick with me, asking a little bit more strength. From your down dog, rock forward into your high plank pose. Separate your feet nice and wide. Use your balance. Now all the weight will move onto your left hand. Side plank, swivel your feet towards the left. Reach your right arm up and down. Now just like you took before, you have the option to stay here, find that power, or maybe drop down to your left knee, reach your arm high. If you're staying up, Shoulder is just a little bit further back from your wrist to find that alignment through your body. Roll your right hip on top of your left. Tower your hips up towards the sky. Full breath in. Good, stay with it. Full breath out. We'll switch. Nice and steady. Ground your right hand down into the earth. Find your alignment first. Shoulders over wrist. Swivel your heels over to the right. Reach your left arm up. Again, option, drop down to your right knee. Maybe lift your left heel up. Or hold that strength right here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Almost there. Stay with it. Ground your left hand down. Option is stay right here. Or lower to your forearms, forearm plank. Drop to your knees at any moment. Stick with it. Planks are crucial. They work the entire length of our body. Shoulders over your elbows. Pump up the back space of your heart. Use your protractor shoulder muscles to open up. Here for 4. One last 3. Final 2. Drop to your knees in 1. From here, work your knees nice and wide. Child pose and your arms up. Or rather, out in front. Rest your forehead down onto the mat. Take a moment to use this as a reset for your body. Let your breath start to slow down in through your nose. This time out through your mouth. Let in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Let your body slow down. Good. Core focus is crucial with any part of yoga. It requires us to turn the entire length of our body on. So if we're twisting, our spine is protected. If we're balancing, we have that ability to work through the center of our body. Or working to get upside down of some sort, we have that balance, that sustainability to hold it. 2 more breaths right here in your child's pose. When you're ready, rock forward, tabletop position, kind of like how we started class. Now we'll work some spinal flossing to find that healthy mobility through your back. Inhale, cow pose, dip your belly down, open up through your heart. Exhale, cat, round and curl. Now keep your back in flexion. Drop your hips towards your heels, find length through your sides. Come back, nice neutral spine, tabletop. A couple more times. Inhale, dip your belly down. Exhale, round and curl, squeeze. Hips to heels, find length. Back through tabletop. One more time. Take it in your own pace. Cow pose. Knee cat, round and curl. Hips to heels. And back through tabletop. When you're ready, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips towards the sky. Again, that reset point. Big breath in. Big breath back out. All right, we'll work a little bit more power, a little bit more balance within your body when you're ready. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel your feet up towards the top of your space. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, let it go. Now separate your feet, hip width distance apart. When you're ready, inhale, chair pose, hips down. Just like you started at the beginning. Now this time, take your hands, push them long out in front of you. Face your palms towards one another. Sit lower in your squat. Now retract your shoulders back. Feel like you're squeezing back behind. Full breath in. Sink lower breath out. Now as you work into your squat, think about as if you were trying to lift the mat in half with your feet. Push the outer edges of your feet in, and then pull away. And what you should feel without actually moving your feet is the outer part of your hip or your glutes start to fire on. The stronger that they can become, the more supportive they are for our back. Take your left hand, swivel it all the way underneath, crossing your elbows for your right, eagle with your arms. Option, give yourself a squeeze. Palms together. Start to stand it up, right leg holds you. Lift your left leg up, find some balance. Eagle wrap, take your left inner thigh up and over your right. Now you can kickstand your toes, find balance, or wrap your toes all the way around your calf. Good. Now the compression of this pose allows your joints to start to be flushed as soon as they move. Inhale, lift your elbows up, find the stretch to the backs of your toes. As you exhale, round your elbows towards your knees. Good, almost like you're crunching, but you're standing. Reach your elbows high, breathe. Hold tight to your body as you exhale. Now a slow release of your arm, slow release of your leg. Inhale, mountain pose, let it feel good as you reach up towards the top. Dancer on the right. Take your right elbow towards the side of your body, face your palm up. Now as if you were gonna pull like a quad stretch, curl your right heel towards your glute. Capture it inside of your foot. That might be enough right here to hold and to stay and to feel that sensation through the front of your hip. If you want a little bit more, start to kick your foot in towards your hand. A little bit more power, bend through your left leg. Kick, 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 open up through your heart. As you do that simultaneously, your chest will start to roll forward. That's what you want. Create that equal opposition, foot to hand to foot, big breath in. Hold your balance, big breath out. Now as you work your standing leg, you're opening the front of your right. Slowly pull back to center, release your foot down. Inhale, mountain pose, arms high. Pause, hands together at heart center, hold, breath in. Hold, breath out. All right, back to square one. Inhale, rise, mountain, reach up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. So sink the weight back through your heels. You've done it before, reach your arms back. Activate your triceps. Good, here we go. Reach your arms up. Face your palms towards one another, thumbs up towards the sky. Now, as if there was a block or a weight or some book in front of you, squeeze that imaginary book in between your palms. Activate your arm hands. Retract your shoulders, hug tight to your ribs. Breath in, breath out. All right, eagle wrap, this time right arm swings underneath your left. Cross at your elbows, hand to shoulder, or palms together. There you go. Left leg holds your weight. Reach your right leg up. Cross at your inner flex. Now balance is a lot to ask, so kickstand your body if that feels best. Right toes off to the side. Or swivel your toes all the way around your shin. Hold it steady. Inhale, reach your elbows up towards the sky. Exhale like a crunch. Hold really tight to your line. One more time. Inhale, open, open, open. Exhale, pull tight to your body. Come back through center, start to release your arms, release your legs, stand tall and proud. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. We'll take dancer on the left this time, so I'll go side view. Left hand down by your side. Kick your left heel towards your glute. Take your left hand back, inside arch of your foot. Before you go anywhere, squeeze your inner thigh. That might be enough to open that left side of your hip. If you want more, reach up towards the top, breathe. Bend your right knee. If you want more, kick your foot towards your hand. As you do that, simultaneously use that power of your foot. Leverage your shoulder open. Reach your right hand back. So it's a slight back bend to move up. Hold breath in. Hold breath out. Slowly pull back through center. Let your left foot glide down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Together at your heart center, breathe out. But so much power and intention within any yoga is breath. So choose to be a little slower this morning as you start your day or as you end your day. Breath in. Let it go. Open mouth. Exhale. Inhale, reach up to the top. That center you float. Exhale, right hand down. Lift your left arm up and over, side lateral stretch. Inhale, back through mountain. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up and over, full stretch. Back through center, breathe. Little mini back bend, open up through your heart. Inhale, come back. Forward fold, draw your hands through heart, release down. Inhale, halfway lift, think like that deadlift. High plank, this time you're gonna hold it, ground your palms, step your feet back. Good, just for 4. Last 3. Almost there, final 2. Downward facing dog, and 1, hips up towards the sky. There's your reset point, you're almost there. Start to cool it down from here, take a full breath, reset your body. Full breath out, let it go. From here, just like you did before, elevate your right heel up towards the sky. Now, as you exhale, swing your right knee towards your right wrist, and then drop it down to the mat. Now take your right toes, inch them as much as you can up towards your left wrist for a half pigeon. Drop down to your left knee, untuck your left toe. Take a moment, crawl your hands back. Now that's a lot to ask of your hips, so if it's really, really screaming that outer part of your hip, you can always take that same figure 4 stretch you took at the beginning. Otherwise, as you roll your left hip bone forward, take a moment, gaze back behind your right shoulder. That'll help shimmy your left hip bone forward. Option to stay here, crawl your hands forward. Maybe drop to your elbows, let your head and neck relax. No need to look at the screen right now, simply tune into your body. Our bodies and our breath are so connected to our thoughts and our feelings, and so with everything happening right now within the country, within the world, I know we're kind of spread out, we're everywhere. The stress that we feel or the fatigue, we house that somewhere within our body. And a lot of times that does tend to be our hips. So right here, the stretch within your right outer hip, but also within the left front of your hip. So with every breath that you take, roll your left hip bone forward, pull your right hip bone back. Breath through this side. Let it slowly release breath out. Now press back up onto your palms. Slow. Listen carefully. Right leg stays as it is. Wiggle to your right hip. Swing your left leg around. Okay, so now you're just going to see. Take the right toe of your foot just somewhere, let it hit the inner thigh of your left leg. When you're ready, reach your arms up overhead, full breath. Pivot your torso slightly towards your left leg. Hold it forward. You're over your left leg. As much as you need to, you can bend through your left leg. Nose towards your knee or forehead to knee. Now you can stay right here, or you can take your left hand, place it to the inside of your shin or your foot. Option, start to twist your body just slightly. Reach your right hand up, and back. Then start to reach it up overhead. Now what you should feel right away is a tug through that right side of your low back. And those are the spaces that we often don't stretch as we move just normal movements within our body. But for those of us that sit often throughout the day, that's the part that holds the tightness that causes a lot of low back sensitivity or pain. And when you're ready, let it go, fold it forward. Right now, as graceful as you want to make this, ground your palms in front of you. Swing your left leg back. You can come into a tabletop first. Shimmy your legs back. Rock your hips side to side. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. The other side, left leg high, nice and easy. Slow and steady, swing your left knee towards your left wrist. Drop it down to the mat. Drop down to your right knee, and then take your left toes, as much flexibility through your body as you have, again, without force. You don't want to force, especially when it comes to your knees. Swing it back. And from there, it might look like almost like a check mark figure. Take your hands back, take your gaze behind your left shoulder, roll your right hip bone forward. Stay upright for a moment, and then when you're ready, lower it down. Let your head and neck really relax. Again, no need to look up here or look at the screen, look at me. Just simply tune in. And then when you're ready, hands down to the mat. Nice and slow, let your body roll to the left side so you can swing your right leg long out in front of you. Left sole of your foot to the inner part of your thigh, adjust as needed. Reach your arms up overhead. And then start to twist slightly, fold over your right leg. And the goal within a lot of the movements within your spine and within your hips do stem from controlling your sympathetic nervous system. So within your back, certain parts of it are attached to that sympathetic, that fight, flight, or freeze sensation. So the idea behind certain movements or certain stretches is to find a little bit more control over that part of our body. Option to stay right here, take your right hand to the inside of your foot, take your left arm all the way up. Right away, you should feel that stretch as you corkscrew your right ribs under your left, and then start to let it fly heavy. Draw your hands back through center. Again, as easy as you want to make this, step your foot back, find tabletop. Swing your hips side to side, side to side. And then that final movement, lower all the way down to your hips. Send both of your legs long out in front of you. Bend as much through your knees as you need to feel comfortable. Reach your arms up, breathe in. Forward fold, release. So take your chest towards your thighs, reach your hands towards your feet, let your head and neck hang heavy. And then as you gain a little bit more flexibility, feel free to find straighter legs as it makes sense. Take your hands down, crawl your body back, and then just as if you were starting your class, lower all the way down. Last couple of poses, keep your left leg long, hug your right thigh towards your heart space, let your head relax. Simply listen, breathe in. As you exhale, twist your right leg across your body. Let your knee hover, depending on how you're feeling, the deepest twist that you've taken within. Goal post your right arm off to the side. And you slowly come back through center, hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Right leg will move long, hold your left knee tight, breathe in. And exhale, twist that same but opposite. Goal post your left arm off to the side, open up your heart. Feel the stretch along your chest, along your deltoid, muscle that runs by your armpit. Come back through center, hug your knees in. Final pose before stillness, happy baby. Stay up to the ceiling with the soles of your feet. Take your hands behind your hamstrings, behind your calves, along your shins, or grab through your feet. Feel free to rock side to side, find any last movements. Straighten through one leg and then the next. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your forehead towards your knees. Breathe in. And final resting pose. Let your legs go long, arms by your side. Shavasana, let your head relax. In this moment, just ease into a couple really slow breaths. If you are kickstarting your day this morning, a great way to enter into the rest of your workday or the rest of your day with your families, with your kids, with your spouse, to slow yourself down. To take every inch in that you can. If you're ending your day, a great way to slowly begin to unwind. Very rare that we give ourselves any time at all to just simply be. So within this space, I encourage at least 5 breaths, really slow, really steady. And in your own time, wake yourself back up. You can wiggle through your fingers, through your toes. And take a full body stretch, reach your arms up overhead. And then feel free to roll to the right or roll to the left, eventually to push yourself up to a seat. If you're still with me, to roll your shoulders up to your ears. Big breath out, let it go. Take your hands to your heart. And slow yourself down each and every day. Find a moment just to breathe, full breath. And full breath out. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tess. Everybody, we're going to have this recording available for you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody.